Hello and welcome to DigitalSynn Gaming. I am Santosis and this is another episode of Stoneblock 3. So I finished the chickens. Well, I finished all the chickens I wanted. I got a slime chicken. See? Slime. And diamonds. And ender pearls. And normal chickens. Because apparently smart chickens can make normal eggs. I got some glass ones. I got cobalt and lapis. There's the cobalt one. There's the lapis. There's the snowball one. That's the cold chicken, I think. No, that's the netherite chicken. As you can see, quite a few. Now, what I did was I might have exported them to drawers behind, and now each chicken has produced around 2k of stuff in the storage controller, and underneath there is an external storage link to our ME system, and as you can see, we have got thousands of pretty much everything that you can think of. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. What's that? Block of silver. Yeah, I am seriously happy with the amount of stuff that we've actually got. We've actually got netherite ingots, and if I take those out, you'll see, if I take a whole bunch out, there we go. And then what you should see is it should start to fill back up pretty quickly, actually, because there you go. You can see them coming in. But look at how much netherite I've got. This is definitely OP. But I'm loving it. It's awesome. So yeah. So we've got all of that stuff. Like I said, we've got lava in there as eggs and bone meal and you know, there's a whole bunch. But slimes is really good because, you know, slimes we need at the moment. Redstone is there and glass, and like I said, everything behind is linked to one storage drawer, which with no upgrades. That's the thing, there's no upgrades. So each amount has a different. So there's 2k for this one. So if you click on the right, you can see that that can store up to 2k for eggs. Because it's only 16 a stack, you can only have so many stacks, which totals 15 or 512, etc. Now I can't go through them all, but you know, you get the point. And we've got, you know, yeah, we've got lava egg-like things, and we've got blaze rods, and yeah, nether quartz, so that's cool. We've got dyes, we've got glowstone, we've got sand, yeah, gold nuggets, clay is another good one. Yeah, so I think we're doing okay for resources. Now, obviously, there are a few more chickens, but I will eventually get around to doing those as we need them. But for now, I'm all chickened out. So yeah, I've had enough of chickens. What I am going to do, though, is netherite scrap is a bit... So the scrap part is a little bit of a problem, because you can take the scrap and you can make it into a netherite ingot. And then you can take the netherite ingot and use it. But now I've got to work out how to take the netherite ingot and turn it into a scrap. Okay, netherite dust, maybe? Can't see anything here. Okay, so we can... Molten debris will go into netherite scrap. What will... Okay, so that and that. I wonder if you can macerate it. Or possibly use the netherite ingot. We might have to go and get some scrap. I mean, this is probably why it's not in the pack. Netherite. There we are, those ones. Yeah, so it makes those, it makes that. Not a great thing. Okay, so scrap. So we need to make that scrap. What about if we make this? Can we make this? A combiner. So netherite dust with basalt. Netherite dust and basalt. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've got basalt. We can technically make a combiner. Netherite dust is just netherite, but thrown through a crushing wheel. We can pretty much do that. I mean, we've got a ton of netherite, so let's go throw a stack in there. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw a stack in there and hope. They're seared bricks. They look like netherite. Netherite, I had a couple of hundred, didn't I? So there we go. Yeah, cool. All right, so if we go... what combiner are we going to use? What's in here? Nothing. All right, cool. We're going to use this one. So we'll chuck that in there and we'll see what we get out the bottom. We should get netherite dust out the bottom. There we go. So we should get dust. I don't know if that import bus has... yeah, it probably does. But this is almost done anyway, so... cool. That should be done. So we should get 64 dust. That's not bad. So now we just need a combiner. Let's see what we need for a combiner, shall we? Probably some pretty mad shit. Right, so combiner, basic combining factory. We just need a combiner. Wow, reinforced alloy, advanced control circuit. Wow. We could automate all that stuff, I suppose. Let's see what else we can make from it. Right, so it's only the combiner, really. Okay, combiner it is. It looks like we're getting into Mekanism. We've certainly got the power to get into Mekanism. If we go make... and we've certainly got the resources now. If I go to make 20 of those missing basic processors. Okay, so we need to... ooh, that's a cool thing. We could make processors. I like it. We're going to make processors. So that can be fed automatically now. So can that. So can that. I'm thinking... let's knock these up, right? And let's get rid of these. And then let's get rid of these. Okay. So we'll go and shove all this in the system. But we need processors because we're running out of stuff. Now, to be fair, we are running out of stuff because I have too much stuff. Right? But... or I asked for too much stuff. But I don't care. We're going to do... so we need the silicon. We need that one. So if I ask for... so what's this one? This one's an engineering press. Engineering... you know what, right? Where's the exporter? So the exporter requires... basic processors, right? So if we go and have a look at the basic processor, the basic processor is made here, right? So 3 steps to deployment. So I'm going to pin that. Can I pin that? Apparently I can't pin that. But it's basically 3 steps, right? So it's these 3 steps, and that ingot travels along the thing doing that. Right, so if I go... we're going to need some iron. So let's get some iron. Let's get some redstone. And then we're going to need some silicon. Which I don't know whether we got enough. And then some of those little green things there. Processor things. Alright, so where we're gonna do this over here, aren't we? Yeah, because I've got a little bit of space here. I've got space all the way over there though. I'm not sure. To be honest, I want to try and keep it as close to things as possible. I don't really want to shove it in the middle though, that's the problem. All right, let's go and grab some other create items because I'm pretty sure we're going to need some. Now, what I'd like to do is get some of them and get some of encased chain drives, some more of those. The other thing that I definitely want is some rubber. We're going to get another electric motor, but I don't think I'll use two. We might need some cogs. And I'm thinking, well, there's an extra hand there, so we might as well take that. And that should be good, right? So basically what we want to do is we want to export it into something. We want to then go... Oh, what are you doing? Why are you... Okay, you did widget, but never mind. Well, it locked it then, so that's different. All right, we're going to do it straight down the middle. Yeah, bugger it, straight down the middle. Right, so what I want to do is I've got these depots, right? Now I'm going to replace them, or I'm going to see if I can replace them with these, right? So we're going to travel along. So it's going to get put onto the end. It's going to travel along 1, 2, 3, and then basically get taken off of this end, yeah? So that thing should travel whatever direction we want it to go, right? And then these things, we need 3 of them, and they are going to be on top, yeah? 1, 2, and 3. They are going to have some chests above, because that's what we had last time. And it's going to have our 3 things in, right? So if I go and grab some more of this, and let's get ourselves a little platform up here so that we can see the top of these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one there, one there, right? And these things are going to be fed. So the way that it works, so if we go and have a look at a basic processor, the way that it works is it needs to do it in a certain order. So it needs that yellow green thing, then the silicon, and then the redstone. So we need that, then the silicon, and then the redstone, right? And that should then get put into the hands, and that should get boom, 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 boom. Right, so the other thing that we need from create then is the tunnels. So those little things here, the brass ones. We need iron. I'm pretty sure that iron, gold, and diamond can be used to do the processors. So what about we do one for each, or do we do... Well, the only thing that changes is what we put in the beginning. So I'm quite loath to take that out, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to put another chest. That's the point. We need another chest. We need another chest. So that we can accept... Oh, an archwood chest. Oh, we'll have one of them. So we can accept all the inputs. And we're going to put that here. No, we're not. We're going to put that on top. And then we're going to get rid of this one. Ars Nouveau. Ooh, pretty chest. Okay, you can come up. You can go on there. So we want you to basically just export your crap, right? Will that work so close? Soon find out, I suppose. We'll put that in there. And then we need to feed you some power, right? So if I do that, and there's a plug in my... Well, we got a... it's a point we need, isn't it? Is it a point or a plug? Plug... I'm pretty sure it's a point that I need. Let's go back over here and grab a point. This one provides energy. Yeah, so... okay. Let's provide the energy to it, maybe. That would help. Right, so that would be... And let's be smart about this, because that's there, right? An encased train drive would drive that quite happily. So let's Stick one of them on there, up there, and up there. Now that should drive that, right? And then this should provide the power, like so. And it's going the wrong way, so let's just do it that way. $64 iron. Okay, so it's not coming out of the chest, which means that I did it slightly different another way then. So let's go up and put... What do we need? Hoppers, probably. So let's break that, that, and that. Probably need hoppers. So let's go over... tried to jump it. Didn't work. Let's go get some hoppers. I think it was hoppers, wasn't it? Was it hoppers? It must not. Oh, it must not have been. How did it get stuff in there before? Let's just... Alright, there we go. Now we got some hoppers. Let's go sort that shit out. Alright, let's get up there and we'll do that. Might as well pick this up while we're here. And we got 1, 2, and 3. And then let's put the chests that we've got back on. 1, 2, and 3. Right, so the first one was these things. The second one was these things. And the third one was those things. And look at that speed. Incomplete basic raw processor. And if I use incomplete basic raw processor, processor, maybe incomplete raw basic. Oh, it's just not doing the other one. Raw basic. Well, that didn't work then, did it? So if I want to make these, redstone last, silicon... Is that silicon? Well, silicon's there. Oh! Idiot. Might help if they were all singing from the same hymn sheet. Which means if I put these on... So that might work now. Cool. I mean, obviously it's spitting them off the end, but we can fix that shortly. There we go. Now it's got nowhere to go. We'll put a chest on the end, and then we'll put a brass funnel. There we go. And then the brass funnel here, because why not? Okay, so that's not too bad, actually. And that is raw basic processors, which will then basically just get smelted, which if we put those into the system, they would just auto smelt anyway, because that's what we've created. So I just need the importers, the exporters. So we need an importer over here. We need an exporter over there. Exporter on those three. And we've got this thing, and this thing is quite quick. We could probably speed this up, to be honest. I mean, how much energy is this using? 45 a tick. If we did that to 64, look at that. That's pretty quick. So if I got some gold and some diamond and did all those bits to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we want processors, right? So we've got quite a few processors. We're going to hit this processor. We're going to hit that one, and then we're going to go like that. And we know that all of those three, which we're going to ignore, is going to produce one of those. We're going to hit that button, and we don't need those three, but we just need those. And this one we need like so, and we're good, right? Then what we need is we need them smelted, and we need a recipe for it though. We do need a recipe. So processing recipe, or processor recipe. So we need this one for smelting, and we need this one for smelting, and this one. And then what we'll do is we'll stick it into the, oh, there we are. We've already got one, so we'll stick it up there. Perfect. And then that way it will just go into there and then loop into the system. We need, what do we need from here? We need a crafter. We need some importers, some export, an import and an export. So we've got an exporter. We need an importer, which we have. That's brilliant. We need some cables, which we can get out of the system. What else do we need? We need a crafter. Do we have a crafter in here? No, we don't. So let's go and have a look at the refined section. And we've got cables. We can grab ourselves a crafter. There we go. So that's all cool. And then we need some more exporters, don't we? So we'll just get 3 more. I don't know how many we need. I think we only need 2, but let's just get 3 more. So that's that. So this goes on here. And we turn it. So, and we turn it so that it points to there. I am going to literally just go down into the blocks underneath, because I do know that they're very close is the cables that I need to hook this up. So I'm going to just hook this up through, and then we'll cover it over in a bit. So once we're finished, we'll cover it over like so. So now that is connected, we will put those in there. The inscriber silicon press, the inscriber engineering press. Why did I have those in there? I genuinely don't know. Must have been for something else. I don't know. Anyway, we're exporting into here, which we'll then put into here and then go across here and do all that kind of good stuff. So now we need the exporters. So I'm gonna... This is ugly and I don't care because it's going to work. It's functional. Functional ugly. So we're going to put that there. We're going to do an export for... wow. Okay, they're already gone. So we're going to do an export for those greeny things. Where are they? There they are. So we're going to do an export for those. We're going to do an export for redstone because we've just got tons of it. And we're going to do an export for silicon. And then we'll monitor what we need. There we go. So there's the silicon. So we've got that. That should give us a decent export there. So we've got that one. This one is redstone? No, that's silicon. Which I've just put in there for some reason and not put on there. So let's put that one on there and then go get some more silicon because I'm a div. Silicon. There we go. And then that will hook up the middle one to it. So where's some silicon? Silicon goes in there. And then let's hook up that to the main system. There we go. So that should all be hooked up. And then we need the importer on here, which we're going to do inversely. And come down and in. And then we should suck those in. Those now should be in here. There we go. Yeah, Perfect. Okay, so auto smelting is set up there. That's cool. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of all of these because we don't actually need them. And let's go back round here and we can have a look at what we've got. So finally, we've got that, which we could speed up anyway. We've got plenty of power, so we're not going to run out of power with those generators. So that will export into there and then come along here. And what if we do gold? So if we have a look at the processors and say we wanted 28 of, we wanted 20 of them start. We'll put those back in there for the moment. There you go. Look at that. Sweet. That's so cool. That is so cool. And that's quite quick. I'm happy with that. Wow. Okay, perfect. All right, we got a nice little system going there, so that's good. So now we've got processors to do whatever we want with. Now we're good. I can't remember what I started doing, to be honest, but we've now got automated processors, which is good. I need to switch out some of these cables and stuff like that. Okay, that was it. Because we needed mechanism and combiners and all that kind of stuff, and we need some more crafters. So we need some more crafters. I don't know where we're going to put them, but we do need more. Oh, common loot crate. So what we're going to do is, I think we're just going to expand upwards and sideways and maybe. We need to get rid of dependence on things, which I think we already have done, but we're certainly not running out of resources anymore, which is good. Okay, the bit that we need to do though is we need to speed that thing up. We've got our resources over there, we've got these, so we need a combiner, and to get a combiner we need a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna, yeah, so these things are made in a metallurgic infuser, and there's the whole bunch of stuff that we need to start doing. So if I go over to here and hit patterns, we've got 17 patterns in the system. We're gonna need a bunch more than that. So okay, quartz enriched iron. Did I not teach the system quartz enriched iron? I did not. Okay, well then we'll start with quartz enriched iron, which is here as a recipe, which is there, which is now in the system. Right, so if we now go for, we've got the crafters, we need some patterns. So if we go for 64 patterns, we should be good now. Perfect. Okay, they'll craft up and they'll be fine. How are we doing for space? We're not doing too bad for space because we're using a hell of a lot of external storage. So that's not too bad. And we're also using the external storage as a limiting factor of when we can import stuff. So that keeps everything down to about 2k. So that's not too bad. Right, so if I go and have a look at the patterns now, they should be, yeah, they're almost finished. So I'm going to take all the rest of those. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is, as this is already a half-an-hour episode, we've automated this, which is good. I mean, we could probably get this a lot faster and it would be quite nice, but I quite like that speed. It's all right. We need to do a couple of patterns, or a couple more patterns. And that is for that green stuff, where, there it is. So processor binding. So processor binding is this, which is fine because we have a ton now. I don't know how much string we've got actually. We should have quite a bit though. Yeah, 800 is not too bad. Right, so we've got this processor binding, so that's cool. So we can make some more if we need to. We can put a crafting card in there so that it will try and export and then obviously make more as we go along. What else do we need? Do we have a smelting recipe? I don't think we do. For silicon. I'm pretty sure we don't. So I'm going to make one. And it's going to be this. and it's going to be put up there because that's where I would expect it to be. So that's cool. So now we've got silicon, so now we don't have to worry about that. The next part is going to be Mekanism. We're going to have to get into Mekanism because we need that combiner so that we can finish off the mob, which is the wither. As you can see, there's quite a lot of machines, but just so long as, you know, you do the basics, you should be all right. Like the metallurgic infuser is quite simple, and it's used to do other machines. So that's what is used to make things, which is cool. So we got that one. We don't need to make anything else, so that's fine. The metallurgic infuser is the one that will be able to create the combiner, I think, because it will create all of the other bits and pieces. So it will create these. So this one here, the elite control circuit, is a pattern recipe, which is reinforced alloy and an advanced control circuit. An advanced control circuit is a basic one with infused alloy, and a basic one is basically redstone with osmium. Okay, so remember that redstone and osmium in a metallurgic infuser. Now reinforced alloy, which is what we're going to use, is diamond dust infused alloy, reinforced alloy. So diamond dust is obviously going to come from a pulverizer or a macerator or something of that sort. This, again, really straightforward. So we'll get that one out of the way and done with into the system. This, like I said, is a pattern recipe, so we're going to do that. This one is also is not a pattern recipe, sorry, so I'm not going to do that one. But what I am going to do is click down because this is a pattern recipe, so we'll take that one where we can. That is not a pattern recipe, so we will do those as we go along. But these ones are patterns, so we're going to shove those in the system. The pattern for the metallurgic infuser, if we went in and say we needed about 6 of them, so we'll get 10, is really straightforward, and we'll grab all of those right now. Now, I know for a fact that we're going to need to get a pulverizer, so I'm going to get one. Now, I don't know whether I put it in the system. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. So I am literally just going to hit the button, and we're going to basically build these because I can't remember whether we did or not. I'm pretty sure we didn't. That one's full. All right, well, we can get our crafters from here because they should be finished. There we go. And let's get a couple more. There we go. And let's put those recipes in there and then go pulverizer. And we'll probably need some more recipes. Yep, copper gears. Well, we need tin gears, probably. Let's have a look at the gears. Do we need tin? Yep. Diamond? Yep. No. Copper and tin, definitely. But we'll get tin gears. Yep. Tin gear, like so. Copper gear, like so. Let's put that up there, and then we should get a pulverizer. Cool. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is the pulverizer is going to... We're going to try and upgrade that one as quickly as we possibly can. So if I go and check out the upgrades for thermal, we might actually have some. So if we go thermal... Do we have any upgrades in here that we can steal? No, we don't. So we're going to have to make some, but we'll get that sorted anyway. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. I'm going to make a couple of upgrades for the thermal machine, for the pulverizer, because I know we're going to need it. We'll probably get a second one of those. I'm then going to set up some of these machines, or at least get things ready so that we can import and export out of each machine, and we can set up those. But you don't really need me to, you need to see me putting all these things down and, hooking up all the connectors. I'll get all the imports done. I'll get all the I'll get everything set up, But what I won't do is get the patterns in the machines. I'll get the thing set up, but I'll put the patterns in afterwards, because what I like to do, so for one of these machines, if we just dump it down here, what I like to do is keep this stocked. So this is always full, okay? Because we've got plenty of resources. It's not like we need to worry about them. So I'm going to get, so say for instance, this was diamond dust. I would macerate diamond dust until this is full, okay? Then just stop macerating them and just keep this topped up. This is obviously going to be whatever uses diamond dust, right? So what was it? It was an advanced thing, wasn't it? So diamond, so that would get macerated into diamond dust. Or pulverized into it. There we go. Pulverize it into diamond dust. And then diamond dust would be used in the metallurgic diffuser. So it's used in a couple of recipes. It's used for obsidian dust and diamond dust to create refined obsidian dust. Or it's used with an infused alloy to create a reinforced one. If we use the reinforced obsidian, then it's reinforced alloy, which creates atomic alloy, and atomic alloy then goes on to be a higher tier. So what I will do is I'll get everything set up with the pulverizers for diamond and obsidian in this case, because we just saw that. I'll get all the machines lined up and ready, and then we will come back in the next episode and we will get that done so that we can get the mob farm sorted. That will also unlock the ability to create pipes of all different sorts from Mekanism, which will help us quite a lot because they are very cool pipes. Other than that, I think that's it for this episode. I think we've covered quite a lot. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We got our little processing factory going. So now we just need a wall of these things. A wall of crafters. What I might do is actually start on that wall and then start Mekanism somewhere else. Actually, I think I'll start Mekanism over here. I kind of like this area here for Mekanism. So we're going to put our first machines down over here. So we're going to go pretty much from this bit. And I'm going to dig a little trench because all of the machines are going to require power, and I'm powering these ones from the bottom. So we'll power the machines from the bottom. We'll import from the back. On the top will be all of the providers or all of the crafters. So providing the recipes. And then that should be good. And then along this wall, I'm going to put a bank of crafters so that we can start expanding our patterns and getting that all sorted too. And I think that's good. All right, cool. I'm happy. I hope you are. I hope you've you've enjoyed the episode. If you haven't, well then, watch another one. You might like it. I don't know. Yeah, like and subscribe and all that crappy shit. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. I've been Syntosis. You've been awesome. Laters.